Like, even if feel like the whole world is against me, they don't like young realtor, they hate it, they don't like to see me having a phone around, I don't even have a business card. Like, it's insane. But you know, I still gotta make a living. It doesn't matter what it takes. That's how it is as an entrepreneur. It don't matter where your position, how it is. Nobody's gonna understand until you make it. So keep striving and believe in yourself. Good morning, you guys. Beautiful morning. Got a lot of work going on today. Gonna have some touring going, and that's probably it. Although I think I might have scheduled a little bit more for today because I haven't been working or going to any tour the past few days. And as you were watching the past few days, I've been going on a car shopping, which I haven't got much done, and it kills so much time. It's just like shopping for a house. That's why there's the role of agent, because if we do the job for you and we just bring it in for you. But I guess car shopping is a little bit different because most of them isn't doing the best at it. I say, like, even me as an agent, I'm not doing the best at my job either. So now I'm just trying to catch up with some work, maybe get some reading in, and then get the schedule settlement, because I'm not going out until like 11 or 12, and right now it's only 9 in the morning. I try to get up early as possible, and summer school is starting very soon, which I need to check up on the task as well. So I just finished documenting these two properties, so basically I keep it in my spreadsheet and keep track, and now I'm gonna plan on heading in those two because I made a schedule and might have another one if I could fit 3 touring into today. So this one I'm pretty excited about. Is $4 million property. Should be pretty cool, just checking it out. Based off the picture, it looked pretty new. And then I have one of these, is more of the one that you gotta, is inside of a community where I think you gotta pay HOA, which I'm going through the info right now. I mean, you got all the community amenity and everything. So we try to keep the search good and clear since it's right in the morning right now. And then before I jump into reading, I try to get as much work done as possible before I get even a little bit more tired. And lately my skin been very dry and pretty bad lately. Like, I try to take care of it, but I guess it's just not drinking enough water and just unhealthy diet for quite a bit. So like literally it's blood coming out from scratching my own, like my neck, or I don't know, like under my chin. So apparently all of these properties could not be traveled by public transportation, which probably gonna call a car end up going. Like, the only thing I don't like about property that you can't travel by public transit is just that it's like in the middle of a nowhere neighborhoods. It's more quiet. However, it's good about it. Well, my hair is a bit messy. It's good that it's away from the public transit where, like, for example, there's a lot of homelessness or whatever coming down from downtown San Diego. They won't be able to reach those locations as easy as like where I'm at right now. So luckily enough, I was able to put all of 3 of these locations together so I could make it there in time, which you see is right near the coast of La Jolla. So the agent is texting me about this property, which I might end up showing now. I have 4 properties to show, but this one is right next to the other one. Since you see the street is on a Camino, whatever, however you read that. Page 92. It's crazy and funny to me that always buy so much food and all the breakfast and stuff, and no one ever eats it. And like, we always just skip to lunch, or sometimes we don't even eat lunch. We just go out and then have something quick meal and then come back later in the day and then consume like 1 meal a day, which is super unhealthy. So life, we often could only just make a simple, easy breakfast. We often don't eat much good, healthy breakfast, which is so important in the day. And now, like, I guess since the schedule is summer, so everything is like out of time and then no one does it in order and it's just awkward. It is just super important. Like, so got a fruit, vegetable, meat, slightly a little bit of protein and a yogurt and a cup of milk. Like, I'd be going to the gym late in the night, which why I don't eat much until like dinner time, which I think might have been better if I could improve a little bit more. Maybe the schedule, maybe the time I eat, or maybe the time I go to the gym. So now I'm about to head out, and as I was just wrapping up my morning news and knowing the stock market, because I still invest personally, that's what I live off with, all the dividend and everything. Just simply keeping track of the news, for example, the Japanese inflation and as well as the Nvidia Tech AI stock market. Because personally and learning it, the AI market is still growing and Nvidia have a strong barrier. Like, the competitor doesn't reach Nvidia as easy because it's the most efficient and they've been developing AI for a decade. And they just have the biggest lead and it's not a bubble because there is demand for it. Damn, looks like a busy day. But now gonna head out and go for the tour. Got 4 property to show, a lot of property today, but let's get this going. So my plan is take the trolley and then I'll Uber. Outfit for today. Someday I feel like I should go up there and then just take a break. Like, if I spend time laying upstairs like there, it's probably great. But I love working, you know. So I just arrived and I called it an Uber and hopefully I could get there smoothly and fast. Because like, I'm already running behind. Every time I get by here near Balboa, I always remember showed it like at least 5+ property down the street up there in the mountain and all the way around and even further on into Claremont. But I personally don't like houses near the freeway because it's just so noisy. Even here up on the hill, you can still hear it. I mean, it's great weather out here today, right? Definitely. Dope. So I have just arrived at the property. Now I'm gonna get the key, but let me share you some stuff that I just talked about in the car with the Uber driver himself. But this is not the craziest property, like I already seen picture and stuff, but I just want to come check it out and still give it a tour. But as I was in the car talking to the Uber driver, right? So he was telling me that he got a real estate license too at the same time, but he was an electrical engineer, but now he's just retired doing Uber for fun, which a lot of people does. And I honestly truly appreciate that, and talking to them is just so much value because I personally learned a lot from them. And even beyond, he was telling me stick with commercial real estate once I graduated, because we were chatting and how my major real estate development and now at UCSD and how the difference. But just to check the view, as I was saying, man, it's beautiful. Like, yeah, he was saying how commercial, bigger paycheck, longer time, and you spend more time in the industry, you learn more, and it's just much more than being in the residential, which I'm at right now. But my advice here too, so I would honestly listen to some of those advice and I would take that. I mean, because they probably have more experience going through the process. But at the end of the day, it's still all about you demonstrating or going out there, getting the experience, seeing which is best for you and which fits you the most, because everyone have different opinion, everyone does different, and you could always make money in any type of industry as long as you have a heart for it and you're patient enough for it. But as of right now, I'm gonna make a tour about this and then we gotta go and move on fast for more. Checking that property out, I mean, not the most greatest, beautiful, but it's along the way, and the next property is just down the hill, down the street. So it doesn't hurt or bother me to ever just to check it out, make an extra YouTube video, home tour. Just gotta see all type of home, but eventually maybe if I ever have a chance to get into checking out commercial stuff, for example, I often have an event back in school where we just go for a site tour, because I think I learned much more from those site tours, learning directly from the developer itself and simply just learning how they put the project together, such as the financing, the marketing, and how they want the project to look like. Super busy street, and now let's get toward the next
next property and a beautiful view. So next stop in a community. In a community where it's not walkable at all, but I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Long way to go. It just looks very beautiful before I even go check. Beautiful home, I mean, in a small community. And look at this, the little upstairs loft. That being said, let's get into another property showing and beautiful tour today. As I gotta finish more, I got 2 more to go after this. So including this will be 3 of them. And let's get the show going. Everyone got business card and I don't. Another fun part is most agents want us to turn off all the light. However, this wants us to keep all the light on because maybe they want the best effect of this home. And everyone does it differently. And the next house that I'm gonna check is just within this community, but bigger standard and more space, like 6 bedroom compared to this one. But I'm still pretty excited because the last home I'm gonna show for today is around like 5.4, $4.5 million, and it's like complete renovated, super modern luxury. But I got the opportunity, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Now I gotta walk up this hill since the property's all the way on the other side of this community. But I guess I take these like a workout every single day. And I guess just a healthy lifestyle compared to people who do morning run and stuff. But I'm still gonna have to hit the gym today because I haven't gone there for 2 days, maybe. I got a 2-day break since last time I went. I really like the next location home, the setup by the realtor. And this is beautiful in this home with a lot of these, I guess, furniture. Very like a collection type, but this is a lot of staircase. Gotta really be aware of it, honestly. This home gave me a lot of like super mystery vibe because it's like mixed with wood and then stone and all the carving. Like the TV is like very old and with age. Like this home has a lot of history behind it, I think. Just look at all of this. This is like a lot of collection. And it just looked even better after I turned on most of the light. Not even all of it yet. This is probably the craziest, coolest part I see. A gym in like the 2nd floor. So like you have your home gym and then you walk out here. You got this. Like man. And then you have your living room right here. So I just finished the last tour. It was a little bit awkward because the neighbor next door was part of the listing agent together along with the actual listing agent, which he was asking a lot of questions and stuff, but we were really open up. I try to keep the conversation going at least because that's what I do. And he was surprisingly how young I was and how I got to here by Ubering. Don't even got a car, no vehicle, no nothing. So it kind of looked like I was like a thief breaking in, but that's what I do. And that's how my life is. Sometimes I don't got the best stuff. I don't got anything, but I got to get started because starting young, it's all about everything. That's all it takes. It's all about action and execution. No excuse, no complaint. Doesn't matter what I got, but I work with whatever I have. And for my next listing, I have to push it back a little bit more because they had a cleaning lady going in, like, you know, luxury, super beautiful mansion. So of course it takes longer time to clean up, gotta maintain it good for the best show. But in terms of that last showing, it was like okay. Everything I didn't go that smooth because I would keep getting interrupted, but try my best, you know. Wow. I don't know, good news or bad news. They told me to go in 2 hours, so now I gotta find somewhere to spend 2 hours to kill. And I didn't even bring my tablet or iPad. Just don't know what I could do now. This is where I'm at right now for the next 2 hours. She got the view out here of the ocean. I was debating if I should go visit the other property in Claremont or should I just finish out this. Because the other one I have to stay in contact and I have to ask, which I'm not sure. And this one I just made a phone call, which will be good in 2 hours, which is after 4. So I guess I'll spend 2 hours here, do some meditation and catch up on some YouTube learning. Like even it feel like the whole world is against me. They don't like young realtor, they hate it. They don't like to see me having a phone around. I don't even have a business card. Like it's insane. But you know, I still gotta make a living. It doesn't matter what it takes. That's how it is as an entrepreneur. It don't matter where your position, how it is. Nobody's gonna understand until you make it. So keep striving and believe in yourself. Guess now plans have changed and the dog just keep barking at me. Now I'm just gonna Uber, go home, and then catch up with work. Maybe I'll do showing next week or so, because it's not worth the 2 hour here. I could do so much more work, and time is really money.
My website.
Oh yeah?
And if my website becomes a success, everything. This is a good website, and it helps people, and people need to use it.
I don't know, is it me being an overthinker or what, but like, he seemed like he did not want me to be there. He kept interrupting my video and kept asking me, when am I gonna leave? When am I gonna leave? When I already told him I was gonna leave in 15 minutes. However, I do respect that he was chatting with me. I mean, he didn't have to kick me out. I told him I scheduled an appointment there. I was gonna show it virtually and stuff. But a lot of time it's just understanding each other, you know? Maybe I'm just overthinking, but at the end of the day, it made me feel a little bit uncomfortable how he just kept asking me, when am I gonna leave? How much longer am I gonna be there? Like, it was a bad attitude that I did not appreciate a bit, honestly, but it is what it is. Like, nothing goes smooth completely, and I expect that. Like, stuff might happen. Now I'm just gonna go back home, rooftop, kick back, relax, read some book. Take a small break, catch up with some work, make a few phone calls with a client, and I have to check up on all the other unnecessary stuff, and my parent got stuff dumped it to me I gotta do, but it's just a lot of stuff. But luckily I came back early, I guess, so I didn't want to wait there for 2 hours straight. But now I'm gonna get maybe make some food too before I head upstairs and then get some reading in. Anything too crazy, but I just made some ramen, and because it's near dinner time, so I didn't want to eat too much, and finish up the yogurt because I didn't get to eat it earlier today. But in terms of the thing, like, I'm still overthinking over and over of the task. A little bit weird because of how I dressed up. I just went in there, start showing on the phone, and they just see me filming around and stuff. But that's what I do. That's part of my job. So, and I'm just reflecting right now over and over. But here's the thing, I kind of truly understand that when you're approaching a career or the industry, like, I'm so young, and the person talked to me was maybe, I'll say approximately at least 50 something, like my parent age. Like, I'm challenging their job and industry because it's a competitive field. I may be out there stealing their customer or client, or they might be out there serving customer or client that might have been like a true fan OG to them, but now come to me because I'm a younger gen. Like, they might feel the risk of us taking over the industry, but that's how it is. Things gotta change over time, and you have to move along with the society and everything. That's why I focus on the technology and the future wise, not too much on the sales right now. Like, I don't have to be making a billion of dollars right now, because that won't set me free a couple years later on. I have to be building out for the future and preparing for the future, which why the person did not seem appreciated how I was showing up there. And I mean, he was just an assistant listing person with the property under the main listing agent team, but he was, yeah, not gonna say too much about it, but just wanted me to leave. So I did what is asked. So yeah, I mean, just reflection. Always going uphill, you're gonna have a lot of tumble around, and you're gonna have a lot of stuff that's gonna stop you. You learn from it, you grow from it, and hopefully I take this lesson. Maybe, I mean, I was trying to be as kind as possible, greeting him, introducing what I do, what they do, but yeah. So often when you run into a problem like this, you just reflect and then move on and get over it, because if you stay on stuck in overthinking this thing, that's how you become being in the trap, and then you never get to move on to the better stuff. I'm not gonna lie, not eating the best every meal, but grateful and appreciate at least I have food to eat every single day and warm shelter. I like to get political, but I need to show you guys the clip. It will be right here of the debate. I was watching it just yesterday, but just hear it out, honestly, probably the craziest thing ever so far.
He is the worst president. He just said about me because I said it. But look, he's the worst president in the history of our country. He's destroyed our country. Now all of a sudden he's trying to get a little tough on the border. He came out with...
Like, the funny part is not watching the debate, but the comment, what people say. Like, they were like, at the end, they were both so mad. They were, all their face turned red and stuff. But like, it's just all these I guess the comment makes it even funnier. Right after that, let's check out the weather. It's still pretty hot and great, which might be a great time for me to head up to the rooftop and get some sunshine while I get some reading after. It's pretty empty here today. Wow. Probably the best weather and perfect timing out here. I think this right here is really great. Like when Steve Jobs visited the company Xerox PARC, where they say good artists copy great artists and steal. And we have always been shameless about stealing great idea. Explain a lot of how you're using someone else's idea, but you're improving on it. It's honestly nothing wrong. That's how we improve and that's how we start. Didn't even drink this. It's real good right now. So just finished up my afternoon reading session. End up didn't even need to consume the Coke because I brought it. I thought I was gonna be tired. But the book turns out to be pretty interesting at the part where they took away Steve Jobs' role when they were developing a new product called Lisa Project, which Steve was kind of like too aggressive, I'll say. But I get it. If you want to get a great product or service, it takes a lot of work. About that, and now I just head back, maybe grab some food, cook some, and do some sort of exercise later in the day, either gym or go badminton. Alright, we only have like a few minutes left, but gonna pack up, go badminton. Whoa. So now heading out for the nighttime badminton session, but still want to hit the gym today. Oh, round two. Round two. Way past the amount of protein needed for every single day. 12 a.m. dinner. No dinner, literally. It's literally super late out here and I just finished dinner. Rush home and try to get everything done, and now spend some time to cool off out here, finish shower, eating, dining, try to do everything as fast as possible. And I guess I'll just call it a day here, and hope you enjoyed this everything. Furthermore, let me know what you guys think of it, what I could improve, and something you learned from today.